Let's take a deeper look at the NetSupport School Journal feature. The student journal is a record of key lesson resources, activities, and documents that is created as a PDF file for each learner and for the instructor. Teachers can add notes, resources, survey results, and more. Now, the journal feature is located along the top ribbon bar with the journal label. And when you click on that, you're going to be given the options for the journal. Now, first thing you need to do is start the journal. You're going to want to enter your information, your name, the lesson title, the class that they're in. It automatically adds the room based on what's been connected to, and any objectives for the class. This is very helpful because it will be the header for your journal, and it's going to identify for your learners and for yourself what the specific content is about. I already happen to have one started with that name, so I'm going to overwrite it, and we're going to start all over again. Now, you have the option to stop the journal at any point in time, which means you won't be able to add anything else to it, but you can always reopen the journal later on and continue adding content to it later. Undoing your last add, and synchronizing, which means that your journal will match up with the student journals. So if anything's been done, you can make sure everything aligns back together and everyone is on the same page with the journal. Then you have the options to add to your journal. For the notes section, you can go in and manually type notes or copy and paste notes that you have related to the class. This could be key information, helpful vocabulary definitions. It could be references to anything you talked about in the class that's going to specifically help the students as they are studying for an exam, or refreshing if they're working on content for training for their job or something that they're working on. You can take a screenshot of your own device, either an application or your desktop, and add that to the machine. This is helpful when you're demonstrating how to complete steps and you want to show them what the completed project should look like or what the completed work should look like. For websites, we can add any approved websites to the journal. Now, to do that, we'll go to the website feature and make sure we have all of our approved websites listed here. These are all the websites that you've said are okay for this lesson, and also ones that might specifically reference content for this lesson. If I am directing my adult learners towards Salesforce or towards Google Sheets or a specific internal website that I want them to use, I want that added on my approved website list. For my K-12 and college students, it may be references to websites that are going to help them to complete their projects. Once that list has been created, I can go over here to my list for my websites, click on that. It's going to add those approved websites to the journal, and now I can make a note about them. So reference that all of these websites are related to X, Y, and Z, or please note that you need a special login to access this specific website. Add those notes to your journal, and then you're good to go with your websites. Now, on the survey results, you'll need to have sent out a survey to your students. So in this case, I've already polled my students about what is your favorite color. You'll probably have a bit more meat to your survey that you're going to send out. But once you have your results, we can click on survey and we can add the results to the student journal. This is a great way to go back and see what the question was, the different answers, and of course, get a good idea of who got the right answer and who didn't, or what the opinions were if there was no specific right answer. Now, the word list is going to enable you to add the target words from your word list. This is things like vocabulary they should be working on, words they should be recognizing or looking for in the content they're working through. This can be helpful for important terms related to the work they're going to be doing, or just words that you've discussed that are new to them that you want to make sure that they're familiar with. So if I go into my target word list, I can go in and add my target words, and you see here, there is a journal icon. So I can at any point in time click on that to add the word list to the journal, or click on the word list option from the journal menu up top to add that to there. The whiteboard feature is currently turned off because we haven't actually created anything within the whiteboard. But if we do that, then we're able to take a copy of whatever's been completed within the whiteboard and then add that back to the journal after it's done. It's a great reference and record of whatever's been completed in the class and whatever activities that you've done. Now, once you've created the journal, you might want to see what that actually looks like. So let's click on View Journal and take a look. Here we go. So this is my machine, the tutor instructor machine. I've got my lesson details up top. I've got the notes I've added, my survey results, And of course, you can see here, I added those again a second time when we were going through everything. So added the results another time to the answers. So this will log as much as you need into this copy, and it'll be a great reference point for the students and for yourself regarding what was completed in the class and also what they might need to study for any upcoming assessments. Once I'm done, I can go ahead and stop that. And again, I can reopen that at any point in time, or I can start a new journal. Now, you can start the journal from the class wizard when you begin your class. So to do that, I'm going to end my class, go back to the beginning, and see here there's an option to create a journal. I can select a previously created journal, or I can create a brand new journal. So I don't have to wait until I've already started my class. I can do this when I first connect to my students to make sure that I don't forget to get that journal started. And then it's a matter of just adding that content to the journal as you move along so that students have that reference point. And that is the NetSupport School Student Journal.